So you may already know Gamma 1 and 2 are coming to Dokkan very, very soon on both global and JP, confirmed through the global producer letter, which is going to be super awesome. We do have the V-Jump scans here, which doesn't really confirm anything other than their, official SSR art. We also have information on them because the Dokkan Twitter has posted the information and animation, so we'll have a look at that. But before we do that, okay, we do got to give love to some global Dokkan stuff because they do have some stuff coming up, which we have the Mecha Frieza EZA. Definitely one of the best free-to-play TURs in the game, especially with the whole Metal Cooler revival stuff. And then we have ESBR for Universe 6, which I've done free-to-play if you want to check that out. I have a full Super Battle Road playlist, which you can check out if you are struggling on a specific ESBR or something like that. The only one that I can't give you is Super Saiyan 3 ESBR and Super Saiyan 2 SBR. And then we also have the Dragon Ball story for the Planet Namek Saga one, where you farm the STR EZA Gohan. And that will come into Dragon Ball story, and you'll be able to get this Krillin support memory, which I believe buffs rapid growth, if I'm not mistaken. I forgot. I barely use this memory, if at all, because I think this one costs a lot to actually use, but I may be mistaken. So the information for Gamma 1 and 2 TUR are out. We'll just need to wait on the translation, so I'll put that at the end of the video. But here are the TUR arts. They do not seem to go to LR, and you can tell that they are going to be Dokkan Fest because they have the 30% bonus and the 170% leader. We'll get all I know from looking at this is that they are movie hero leads. I don't know if they're both movie hero leads. I wonder if they have the same leader skill. We'll have a check in a bit. But first of all, we have the animation. So I think this is Gamma 2. Yeah, Gamma 2. So let's have a look at Gamma 2's animation here. They have an entrance animation, which is cool. And this is going to be a nullification, I believe. Yes, is it the counter nullification? No, it's just a full nullification with no counter. Now, they are TURs, so they don't have, like, a whole bunch of animations. This is, I guess, the 12-key super, which looks great. Looks really, really good. And it doesn't even end there, so that's awesome. Okay, I like that. I like that. Not bad. Oh, okay, we get both Gamma 1 and 2 here. Let me know in the comment section who you prefer as a character, Gamma 1 or 2. I kind of vibe with Gamma 1's, like, professionalism, you know? So, they both have a nullification. It's just a fat headbutt. Okay. That will do damage. So, that's an actual counter. And then here are... Thank God they're doing some superhero stuff, because I've been waiting for a long time. The OST's banging too. I can hear it in the background. Ooh, I really like that shot. Ooh, I think I kind of like Gamma 1's. There might be bias here, but I think I like Gamma 1's animations a little bit more. Other than the nullification, the counter, I think Gamma 2 wins that one. The actual super attack animation, I think I'm going to give it to Gamma 1, in my opinion. And then one thing to note is that they are updating the whole Dragon Ball superhero event, story event. We'll be able to farm these items for the barbershop. Don't know what we'll be able to purchase. Don't even know if it doesn't even confirm that the Gohan's going to get an awakening. But hopefully so. Hopefully he does. Maybe like a Super Saiyan form. I'll take it. I'll take it, honestly. So I'll get back to you guys once the translations are in, so we can have a look at them and see if they are broken or not. These are rough translations. Thank you to the Dokkan Wiki. This is Super STR Gamma 1, Leader Skill, Movie Heroes, and Artificial Life Forms. Key 3, 170%, plus an additional attack and defense plus 30% for characters who belong to the Accelerated Battle or Worthy Rivals category. That's pretty cool. Pretty interesting. As you can see, it's pretty rough translations because they missed out on the HP department of that extra 30%, but that's all good as long as they're pretty accurate, right? SA mechanic raises attack and defense for 1 turn, causes immense damage to the enemy. Passive skill activates entrance animation upon entry, and attack plus 50% and guards all attacks for 4 turns from the start of the turn. Attack and defense plus 150%, plus an additional attack plus 150% when performing a super attack. Okay. Passive, second part of passive, an additional attack defense plus 20% up to 100%, and reduces damage received by 10% up to 60% with each attack received. I was wondering why he wasn't getting a lot of defense, but this is probably the reason. So he might be defensively weak for the tougher things. Luckily, he's got guard, and then you get to build up that damage reduction. That should help him tremendously. And if you put him in the second slot, I think he'd defensively be all right because he raises attack and defense for 1 turn. Medium chance of performing a critical hit for 5 turns after receiving an attack. That's great. Means you don't have to put criticals onto him. Just put max additional. Easy. Passive skill 3. All allies keep +1 and defense plus 30%. That's a great passive support. Great chance of evading key, blast, super attack, and counter with tremendous power. That's awesome. Okay, it's a great chance. And he's got a nice little tiny support, which gives everybody defense, which is more than enough. That's awesome. All right, so here are the worthy rival units that will be under the 200% leader skill. So you can see a lot of the Vegetas and the Piccolos, which makes sense. I don't know how well they'll work into the team because I'm not that knowledgeable. And this is all of the accelerated battle units that are under the 200% leader. So more Metal Cooler units. Let's go. 200%. Kid Buu in there. Cell. Not a bad selection because they're androids and stuff like that. And then, of course, you have Bird Coup, which is kind of cool. That makes it a pretty strong team already, like defensive-wise. And, of course, God Goku. Not you needed 200%, but that's pretty cool. So now on to Super AGL Gamma 2. Looks like he has 3 categories. Again, these are rough translations, but just forgive me. Movie heroes, androids, and special pose. For 170% 3 key. Additional attack defense plus 30% for accelerated battle or worthy rivals. So a little bit different. You got the androids instead and then the special pose. Probably because those are considered weaker categories compared to artificial life forms, which I don't know if that's true or not. But okay. Same super attack mechanic. Raises attack defense. Activates entrance animation. Defense plus 50% and launches 2 additional attacks, each of which has a medium chance of becoming a super attack for 4 turns. So no guard here. Attack and defense was 150%. And additional attack defense was 100% when performing a super attack. And additional attack defense 20%. And chance of performing critical up to 10%, up to 50% with each attack performed. And then the last part of the passive skill launches an additional attack that has a great chance of becoming a super attack starting from the turn in which the character performs an attack 5 or more times during battle. All allies 2 key and attack plus 30% and high chance of nullifying key-based super attacks. So you can kind of see what they're doing here, putting Gamma 1 at the front because he has all that damage reduction and guard, and he doesn't really rely on getting that raised attack and defense. And then the Gamma 2 in the middle slot or third slot, or technically middle slot because you want them to link together because they have like 6 out of the 7 links of the same thing. So they will link perfectly together. And then that way, I don't know what the links are, but, you know, the Gamma 2 can get like all of those additional attacks, raising up his defense and everything like that and doing, you know, the most of the damage because I think he has more damage output, especially with the 50% critical and, of course, the 2 additional attacks and then launching an additional attack as well. Now, it's a small window of where you can get like 4 attacks in. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. You can get 5 attacks in a small little window, which is actually pretty cool. I'd love to see that and just see how strong they really are. Obviously, they should both be under their 200% leader skills, so it doesn't really matter who you run as the leader, Gamma 1 or 2. So here is the accelerated battle 200% leader on Gamma 2. Kind of the same thing, right? You got the androids already in there. You know, I can see just pretty much the biggest one being the Bird Crew as like the top unit to bring on their team. And then for worthy rivals, looks pretty much exactly the same. So I don't think it's too much of a difference other than the main 170% leader skills. I wanted to finalize this part of the video by showing you guys the link skills: Android Assault, Cold Judgment, Red Ribbon Army, Shocking Speed, Hero of Justice, and Signature Pose and Fierce Battle. Now, this is for Gamma 1. Gamma 2 actually is a little bit different. He actually doesn't have Cold Judgment, which is quite unfortunate because that's a fat defense link. They don't have Android Assault together, so that's pretty good. Defense Link 20% up. But imagine they both had Cold Judgment. Oh, it'd be so good. Gamma 2 does have Innocence instead of Cold Judgment. So that's the only two different links that they share. It would have been crazy if they actually shared everything like Cold Judgment. You get like 40%, 50% support because I think Red Ribbon Army is a 10% attack and defense, and shocking speed is like 5%. You get a lot. Hero of Justice is already a good link skill already for good amount of attack. But that's going to wrap it up for today's video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. Let me know what your guys' thoughts on Gamma 1 and 2. I'm super excited. Hopefully, there's some more free-to-play units for this celebration. That'd be super awesome. Make sure you subscribe with the notification bell on so you don't miss out on the daily content. I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, stay healthy, stay safe, stay fizzy. Peace.